Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today I thought I would change it up a little bit and start with showing you where we're going to end up at the end of this video. So if you wanted to stick around and watch, you'll know what we're going to be making. So this is the first page. We've already seen videos on these flip out faux glassine bags, our little faux Polaroids, this little pocket here and here. Little side pocket, and this flips out, boop, right? So we've already done videos and all that. So that's just the front of the first page. So this is the back of the first page. So like I said in the last few videos, we kind of got a little carried away, which I tend to do. It's something I can't control myself. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I got a little carried away. So that's how thick we got. So I had to keep it thin on this side. So this is what we came up with. We came up with it together. Yes, we talked it through the whole way. So check it out. Check out that that die right there. Is that not cute? And then the little butterfly and the little teeny envelope that, yes, it does open, and there is an insert in there. I'm not going to try to get it out when I'm hovering over top of or when I'm holding it in the air. Whoops. We discussed this little envelope at length in the video. And the little metal embellishment, and I sewed on some trim. And then it flips out, and then there are three three tab inserts inside that were printed onto coffee dyed paper. And we used a little bit of faux washi tape, covered some book page. So this is where we're headed. So if you want to see how we made this, then just stay tuned. Okay, before we jump into the tutorial of how we made this page, I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that this is the Wanderlust printable mini album template. The album that we're making is the Lavender Frost paper collection by Prima. That is what the paper collection is called that we're using to make this mini album. And as usual, there will be links down below in the show more section to the templates, everything that we're using in this mini album, meaning there's the shades of color that's linked down there. There is a special Amazon list down there that is specifically for this album, the Wanderlust Lavender Frost album. There is specifically for even the sewing machine that I use. I've been getting asked a lot about that, is in that Amazon list. So if you wanted to see exactly what I am using, then go down to the description box and then go down to the Amazon link, and there will be a link there to the specific list just for this album. If you would like to see how we've gotten to this point so far, all of the fun little things that we've done with the covers and an introduction even to the templates, there is a link down below to a playlist specifically for this album as well, and it will start with an introduction to the Wanderlust templates, and it will work its way down to now, or to the end when we finally finish the when we finish the mini album. It'll be the complete series. So if you want to start from the beginning, I will go ahead. I will put a card up right here if you want to click that and go to that set of videos. You can do that now, or there'll be a link down below. Either way. So be sure, if you enjoy this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. You also let me know what you're thinking about how this mini album is coming along. And be sure to subscribe before you leave. So let's get on into it. Okay, so let me show you what pages we're going to need. We're not going to be printing, I don't think, as of right now, I don't think we're going to be printing on any patterned paper. But we are going to be using, well, I shouldn't put that up. We are going to be using this leftover piece from page number 4 in the large. Oops, the candle's kind of blocking here. Page number 4 in the large, we use this part as this first little flip page right here. So we're going to be working on this page here. So I'm going to use this as a flip as well. And then I also printed page number 4 in the plain background. I printed it on vellum paper, which this is the vellum paper that I use. This one I get at Staples, and it's good for inkjet and laser. You could probably find it. I'll see if I can't find some scrapbooking specifically for crafty projects. See if I can't find some of that and list that in my Amazon list. So we've got these two, and then I think we are going to use page number 18. Now these are actually the inserts for the envelope on page number 17, envelope number 4 in the large. But I'm going to use these as inserts for this little pocket. So I printed the note paper. See the note paper? I printed that onto a piece of coffee stained paper. I think I might have found a good video for coffee stained paper. And it was actually kind of an accident because I was going through some of my mom's stuff. And you'll probably hear me say that a lot lately. But I was going through some of my mom's stuff and I found a journal handmade by someone, and I looked her up on YouTube, and so I think that I found a good video. If you want to learn how to coffee stain paper. If not, I will link the coffee stained paper that you can just purchase through Etsy. It's not my Etsy shop. It's just to Etsy with coffee stained people who sell coffee stained paper. So if you just want to support an Etsy seller and you don't want to take the time to make this beautiful paper, then click that link in the description box below. So anyway, so I just thought, I did it as an experiment and I thought it turned out really pretty. So this is what I'm going to use because you're going to see through the vellum pocket. So those are the only things we're going to need as far as the templates right now. I haven't thought the whole thing through just quite yet. So let's go ahead and cut some stuff out. First thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to, and this pocket page here, there's nothing on the back, so I'm going to line this with some book page. But I think, you know, you have some options here. You could do like a paper punch, you could tear it. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I think I'm just going to cut one of these ends off. It doesn't matter which one. There isn't a direction on here, so you just pick whichever long tab you would like to cut off. Cut that off, and then cut the 2 small tabs off. This is a Fiskars Precision paper trimmer. My favorite paper trimmer. Okay, so we got those, and then I think we're going to use the small pocket right here, and not the large one. So I am going to go ahead and cut this part, this piece right here off, because we can use this for other things, and I'm going to put it with all of my other paper scraps from this album in my prototype crafty tray over here. I'm going to cut it right at this line right here. So I'm going to remove the tab from the pocket, but it's going to still be attached here. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. Oops, I got something in my nail. I'm going to just line that up right there. Trim that down. I'm going to put this with other stuff that I could use that I'm keeping over here. I'm trying to decide. When I ran this through my printer, it wrinkled up my paper, but that's okay, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to trim all of these edges off and just glue the edges down. I don't know. I'm trying to decide because I want to do some sewing along the edge just because I think it looks pretty. Let me think about it. I'm going to think about it. Alright, so then in this piece, can't make up my mind. You guys probably already know because I decided to, I won't be able to cut just a straight line. Oh, maybe. Because the paper wrinkled when it went through the printer. It's not crucial, so I'm just going to cut that away. Oh, I did got a little crooked. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to try to get a straight line on this side. I like the notepaper background. I might have to cut this with my scissors because it gives you lines to write on. This one, yeah. I'm gonna have to cut that one on its own. Where you could add pictures on one side and then you can write on the other, you know, with the lines provided. Just makes life a little bit easier. And it's a little bit of a decorative element, you know. I like it. So it's just not plain-o, plain-o. Actually, I'm going to cut that out with my scissors. So I'm going to put this up. And I'm going to get my scissors out. And I'm going to trim these up. Right, so I'm going to trim them all up. Just like that. And I think I can use, this is a We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder, corner chomper. I think we can use the 1/2 inch. Oh, it might be too big. Let's try the 1/4 inch. Well, we can use the 1/4 inch one to round off the corners if you wanted to. You don't have to. You could just use your scissors. So I'm going to trim all of them out. I'm going to round the corners, and then I'm going to trim all of them out, meaning these three. I'm going to round the corners, and then I'm going to take my Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. I'm going to take that and my blending tool, and I'm just going to hit the edges. Matter of fact, I might do that just from like this side, like this. So I'm not really inking this side of the paper. Oh, I'm going to ink it. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and ink it like this. Right, and so that way it should have hit all the edges so that if there's any sort of crisp line that looks kind of weird, it'll disguise that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to those 3 pieces. I'm going to put this up in my little stuff that I could use area, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got all 3 of them inked up on both sides. You know what? I'm going to scoot you guys a little closer. I feel like you're far away again. I'm not sure what happens, but you end up getting scooted away from me. So, that's better. That's better. Okay, now watch me hold everything over like this. Alright, so all 3 of these little tab divider thingy-mabobbies are ready to go. And then here's my scraps, and I'm going to stick those in my crafty tray with the rest of my scraps because since I know all of this goes together in this mini album, it'll work in this mini album, I like to keep everything together so that way I can just rummage through and be like, okay, yeah, that's what I need, that's what I need. It just makes it quick and easy. So I don't have to get a new page. If I just need a little bit of coffee stain paper, I can just go through there and grab it. Or if I need a little bit of pattern paper, and it's just, you know, it's just convenient to have it all right there together. So I think I've decided I am going to go ahead and trim off all these tabs. So I'm going to go through here. And trim these off just like that. So now I've just basically got a rectangle, and then I'm going to tab these little corners here. Okay, so I'm going to get my scoreboard out. This is an EK Tools scoreboard and a EK Tools stylus, and I'm going to score the tab just real quick. Okay, and then I even put myself little notes. Line with book page. Don't forget, line with book page. Okay, this is a Teflon bone folder. Flip it over. I like to do this even sometimes when I'm not flipping things back and forth, just so that it's a little bit more, just so it opens and closes easier. What's the word I'm looking for? You guys know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Okay, so now I'm going to take a piece of book page, and I don't know if it was the last video or not, but there was a book page. There was book page that was very inappropriate, And I went and I looked through the rest of the pages, and it got worse. Let me just say, I don't know. I tried to find the book, but I think the book might be about something naughty in the first place. So I need to be very aware of that. I'm going to make a straight line here so that I can butt that up. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. This is from a big book. I think I'm going to glue it right here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to glue it yet. I had an idea. We're not gluing it yet. I have an idea. Do you remember we used these Sizzix Thinlits? They're Tim Holtz. There's 3 dies. What are they called? They're called something. I'm not seeing it. If they're called something, I'm not seeing it. But we used these dies in, this is the first Wanderlust album that we made, and we used the die right there. Do you see it? We used one of the dies. I don't know if you can see. And I put vellum behind there. So when I was looking through my stuff, I was like, ooh, we need to use that again. Because, you know, if you purchased it to work, this is the Floral Whimsy. I will link this video playlist below if you want to see how we made this Wanderlust album. I'll link that down below. But I thought, let's get our money's worth and let's use it. Now, if you don't have it, you don't have to go buy it, you know, to do this. But I've got an idea, and I think it'll be pretty. But you could even use like paper punches if you had paper punches, like some pretty floral paper punches, to maybe do the same thing. But I do think these Thinlits, I do think they're worth it. I think they're really cool. So we're going to use this one right here, the same one we used in the other one, only because I think it's the only one that'll fit. Oh, it's a little bit, I think it'll be okay. I was going to say it might be a little too big. Okay, we're going to make it work. So let me get my Big Shot out. This is a Sizzix Big Shot. I have a Vagabond too, but it's heavy and it's hard to get under the camera. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is making a window down here at the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and tack it down with some of that purple tape. And then I'm going to run it through. And I'm going to run it back through. Okay. Let's see how this works, or how this worked. Okay, I think it did what I wanted it to do. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the die. I'll clean that up in a bit, and I'm going to remove the die cut machine. Alright, so now I've got the see-through business going on. Because my thought was, after all that, my thought was when I glued this down, you'd be able to see the book page through there. Isn't that cool? Right? So that's what I was thinking we could do. Except I think I need to put a magnet before I glue anything down. I think I need a magnet somewhere close by, or I might even need to. No, I'm just going to do one, I think, and I'm going to do it like up here. These are the Baron magnets that I've been using. I will leave a link specifically down below. Oh, I need two. And whoa, I am going to put a dab of glue. This is art glitter glue. I'm going to put a dab of glue. Where am I going to put a dab of glue? I'm going to put a dab of glue right here. Just a drop. And then I'm going to put It's like the glue was like, no, or the magnet said, no. I'm just going to place that on top. Just like that. I'm going to set this magnet aside. And then I think I'm going to run some glue along the edge, the back side of here, and try to get glue where we just did that die cutting. Alright, so we got that, and I'm going to come around the edge. I am going to run this through my sewing machine, so, and I don't know if I should, do you think I should dab glue in random spots to keep this down so it doesn't poke up? I think maybe I should. I'm going to do a little bit of glue like this, and some glue through here, just so no ragged edges poke up. Alright, so I need to make sure I got my paper facing the right way, my book page, and I'm just going to lay this on here without going over that score mark. Let's see, how do I do? It's so cute. Oops. I'm just going to take my blending tool and just kind of just barely go over the top. I didn't even go back into the ink pad. I just wanted to add a little bit of definition there. Oh yes, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to press it really good. I'm going to put my glue up for now, or I'm going to put my pen in my glue for now. So, I think what I'll do is I'll trim this out with my scissors. Oops, I cut into the flat just a little bit. Like that. So before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this. I think that's adorable. It's just a cute little accent. I like it. Cute, cute. So I was also thinking about putting some trim, just like we did here. I was thinking about putting some trim there. So let me grab this trim, the same trim. I was thinking about adding this along the edge. So I'm going to grab a piece of that. I think it's the right size. And then I was also thinking about, you know how we made these, it's they're not metal, or I don't know what they are, but the magnets don't stick to them. I've already tried that. But these are from Home Depot Paper Studios. I had rusted a whole pack of these, so I grabbed one, and I think that we should have something like this going on. So we could sew that onto the edge there, like that, and then we could glue this on like that. I think that would make a cute little pocket thing. So let me get my sewing machine, because I'm going to sew. Oh, let me ink this edge too. I'm going to sew all the way around this just to give it a little bit of something. Okay, if you remember, my sewing machine's on the floor next to me. So I'm just gonna put it on my table. You're not gonna see exactly what I'm doing, but you're gonna see that I'm doing it. Okay. I'm gonna turn it on here. Let's see, what do I want to do first? I think Oops. Do I want to go all the way around the edge of this, or do I just want it on the end? I think what I'll do is I will do a zigzag stitch all the way down the edge. So I'm going to change the stitch. What about that? I don't know what that just did. I changed one of the number settings. Not the stitch number, but the number setting. I wonder what it, let me see. I can't tell. Oh, okay. Let's just go ahead. I think it made it smaller, which is totally fine. Whoops, I got a little crooked, but you can see there that I stitched that on. That looks so cute. I love it. Yeah, I made it like smaller. So before it was wider, and I just changed a number to make it smaller. Alright, so now I think I'm going to do the same zigzag stitch around. Should I do all 4 or just 3 sides? Let's just do 3 sides. So I'm going to go around all 3 sides, not all 3 sides. You know, I've never tried the one stitch that, I don't know what it's called. I'll have to experiment when you guys aren't here watching. So, I think I'm going to just use the same stitch, and I'm just going to go along the edge here. I'm going to take my time. Super cute. Okay, now I'm going to put this up. Alright, I'm going to trim some of these scraggly bits. Alright, so I'm trying to keep this part, this side, a little flatter. I don't know if I'm succeeding, but I'm trying. So this is going to be the pocket here. On the back side of our little first page, we're still on the first page. I guess it's technically the second page. So I'm going to glue this down here, like that. Let's do that first. I'm just going to use the art glitter glue again. And I'm going to go around the edge of my pocket here. And since this dries clear, if I get a little sloppy, that's okay. If you didn't want to use vellum, I guess you could use glassine paper. You could use packaging from your flowers and stuff if it's big enough. Instead of printing on it, you just trace it out. You could use, uh-oh, did you hear my magnet grab onto something? You can use wax paper, tracing paper. Oh, come on now. Whoops. It's stuck to my fingers. Okay. I'm going to try to get this to stick down, but it keeps wanting to stick to my fingers. You could use loads of other stuff. If you don't have vellum paper and you want to give this a try, experiment, recycle with something, you know. You don't have to have the vellum. I picked it because it's see-through. You could use acetate if you have acetate. And remember, you don't even have to print. You can, literally, you can trace it out. So, If it doesn't run through, whatever it is, if it doesn't run through your printer, just trace it out and go from there. But before you add it to your book, you may want to test it out. Yep, see there's the magnet right there. Why? It attached onto there because there's a magnet there, in case you're wondering. And if you wanted to see how we made this from beginning to end, there is a playlist listed down below. I'm sure I've already said that, but you would be surprised at how many times I get asked. Okay, so this piece, we're gonna flip it over to the back side here, and I'm gonna add a piece of 1/4 inch tape. This one is from scrapbook.com. Also, in my Amazon list, I have score tape listed in my Amazon list. Woo! I need to clean them puppies. These are Tim Holtz little mini snips. If you order from Amazon, but if you want to order from scrapbook.com, there's a link down there as well. Okay. So I just burnished that down, and I'm going to remove the tape backing. And I already made a boo-boo. I forgot to double check. And then I'm going to double enforce this with a little bit of art glitter glue. You could use a glue stick if you want to give yourself a little wiggle room or to help reinforce it. But if you're going to use it to reinforce it, use a good glue stick, not a cheapy glue stick. Like use a one that's meant to be like more permanent. Okay, so before I do that, I took that insert out. I'm going to slide this in that slot there, and before I do any pressing, yep, perfect. I was just making sure it was straight before I pressed it down. Almost straight. Almost perfect. Okay, so now I've got that added. Okay, I might need to add some ink because I did get a little crooked. Alright, so then we got that. Isn't that cute? Alright, so before I put that insert back in, I'm going to add the magnet. Which way does the magnet go? So I'm just going to hold it in here, and I'm going to hold it back underneath here, and it grabbed onto it. Can you see it grabbed? There's the magnet right there. So it grabbed onto it. So I'm going to make sure that I pick the right side to put the adhesive on. So I took it out the way it needs to be. And I'm going to put just a teeny little bit of double-sided tape on the side that it needs to stick to. The back side of that pocket. And I'm going to remove I'm going to remove the backing of that tape. Ah! One more time. Here we go. And I'm going to tuck any extra tape bits. Alright. Alright, it grabbed right on. So I just tucked it underneath there, and it grabbed right onto it. And I think I am going to add... So cool. I think I am going to add a piece of tape. Hang on. This is just like regular Scotch tape. Clear tape. No big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and put a piece over top of that. Just so it doesn't get in the way of any inserts or anything. Okay. So there's that. And let me put my insert back in. Which way did I have it? I think I have it this way. Like that. And then let's put our little inserts in here. Right like that. Is that not precious? And it still grabs. And then one last thing. Well, it might not be the last thing. What about adding a flower? We'll see. But right, isn't that cute? Keep it flat. I think it's adorable. I love this little extra touch that we did. I think it just added that little extra something. So, what do you think? trying to find the middle here. So we could add that, and maybe a flower or a butterfly or something. Well, let's add this first. I'm going to add some glue to the back side of it, just on the spots that it's going to be touching. And then again, just art glitter glue. So remember, I've rusted these pieces. I don't think they're metal, but they did turn a different color. Again, I have a video on how I did that, or how I rusted stuff down below. Link down below. Right. Oh, I might have brought it down too far. It's a good thing it popped off. I think I brought it down too far. Let's try this again. It's a good thing it dries clear. So we can either use one of these butterflies or flowers, or we can use one of the flowers that we already have open. I could take the centers out of this again like I did before. Do we even want to put a flower or anything here? Kind of takes away from the coolness of that. Let's see what a butterfly looks like. Like this little pink butterfly. Oh, they're on little foamy things. What do we think about that? Do we like that? Kind of cute. And then maybe we could have like a mini flower or two. No. It needs one more thing, don't it? I don't know what yet. What does it need? It needs one more thing. Let's see. What about my embellishments? Oh, we might be doing a little mini envelope. Hold on. Alright, so these are my little mini envelopes and tags. Oh, maybe not. Well, maybe not that one. Oh my gosh, my stomach just growled. I hope y'all couldn't hear that. It was like, rrr. Maybe to have that sticking out like that. Oh, wait. That's kind of cute. Okay, alright. Let me have it. Give it back. Let me have. Since that doesn't, since I removed it, it's not fully glued down. So this is like the smallest one that's shaped like this. So I had already cut them out. So I think what I'll do, and it's got the little cute little insert in there. I think I'm going to glue this together and use this. What do you guys think? I think that's cute. Just an extra little something. You're not going to be able to take the envelope out, but you'll be able to take the little insert out. Yep. Alright, I'm gluing that together. I think that's cute. Let's start with gluing the edge of this. So these little mini envelopes and tags, set number 1, I printed off the watermark one. I'll have a link down below if you're interested in checking them out. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I feel like this is just too cute. Okay. Oh, should I do anything to keep that closed? All right. Let's see here. So how did I have this? What was I thinking? Here. And then maybe there, like this. Yep. Okay. I like it. We're gluing it down. Okay, that did not glue down. All right. I wonder if it's because I wonder if it's because I put it down and took it up. Let's try Fabri-Tac. Hang on a minute, a little envelope. This is Fabri-Tac by Beacon. So we're gonna, it dries clear too, but not as clear and invisible as the art glitter glue, but we're gonna use this instead because that art glitter glue said, not today. Not today, girlfriend. Okay. That's like one of my staple glues, that Beacon Fabri-Tac. Okay, and where did I have this? Where did I have it? I have it up here like this. Right there. Now I'm going to stick this envelope up under there. And then this. I might have to add some glue to the little butterfly. What do we think, you guys? That is so cute. All right, now what do I need to do for this? What do you guys think? Do I need to do a paper clip? Do like a little mini paper clip? Oh, I know what I could do. I know what I could do. Oh, by the way, the last video where I made the cute little Polaroids, right? Come on. This was the piece that we practiced on. And I made a, there we go. I had to be a little bit careful. An instat for this to go on at a book page, and you do have to be careful when you put it onto something. Oh, that didn't have a cuss word in it, did it? When you put it onto something, when I say be careful, the Aleene's tack it over and over. You have to be really careful when you put it on something fragile like book page. But that gave me the idea, since I was sitting there looking at it, why don't I put, this is Aleene's tack it over and over. I'm just going to put just the teeniest amount. Well, that's not teeny, Jennifer. I'm going to wipe most of that off. I just put the teeniest amount. Can you guys even see? Can you see the glare or anything? Probably not. There we go. You see that? So I'm going to let that dry, and then hopefully, and maybe I can like de-stick it just a little bit, and then hopefully that will keep it from flopping around, you know? Okay, so I am going to go ahead, I think, and add some glue under the butterfly. We want to make sure that this stays. Okay, I'm going to let everything dry, and then I'll be back. Didn't that turn out cute? I love it. Okay, all right, I'll be back. I kind of got sidetracked, you guys. It's probably now an hour or so later since I turned the camera off. But, right, so this is what we got left. Remember, because it was just literally 2 seconds ago in the video. We put some of that Aleene's tack it over and over, and it's tacky, and it works. So it keeps it closed, right? But then I can also open it back up. So before it was like flopping open, so that's perfect. But, oh, no, it just flopped back open. Well, let's see. Let's test it out now. Let's see how good it does. This is the test. It's still cute. It's just cute. It's just cute. Okay, so I think I've decided that we are going to use these a little bit more throughout here because this is perfect. This is like the right amount of embellishing because we needed to keep this side kind of flat, and I think we managed to do that. Well, That's great. That's perfect. Well, when you open it up, oh, by the way, the magnet works just fine. I was worried because it was going to go through 3 layers, 4 layers, 5 layers actually. And then more once you get pictures and stuff. But it's a super strong magnet, so not worried at all. So I'll have this linked wherever I can find it. I'll have it in my Amazon list if I can find it. And I'll also link it specific to somewhere, either Etsy or scrapbook store or something, if you want to get your hands on it. And you might even be able to get it at Hobby Lobby. Not super sure. So if you're at a Hobby Lobby, you can check. I don't think it has a name. It probably does. I just don't see it. But it's number 662688. Just in case. Okay. So, anyway, so I was thinking about this side, and I don't want any bulk. So I went back to my build embellishments. Remember, we're using this set of build embellishments. This is set number 4, and part of the build all of a sudden I can't talk. Part of the build embellishment set 4 is a sheet of washi tape. Okay, so it's the last sheet in the bundle. Oh, is it? Did I lie? Uh-oh. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. It's not the last sheet in the bundle. not in my bundle. So it looks like that, just printed off onto regular paper, and they're 1-inch strips. So I was looking through here, through my little pouch here, and I found where I had printed them off onto vellum and onto sticker paper. This isn't sticker paper, this is like a clear label sheet. And I have a video on how I did the DIY washi tape, and that's over a year old, you guys. I can't believe it. It's from January 2018. I remember my mom showed me what she had made, so I made a video about it. Well, anyway, I'll link that below. So I made these based off of that video, but I made these, specifically these, in the video where I introduced the Build Embellishment Set 4. And I will link that one below as well. Because this one, I printed off more than this, but I wanted to make sure I had a whole sheet for, for this album so that we could use more bits of it. But this one I recorded in April of last year, so April 2018. So I will link that one below as well. And I believe this one's a longer video, but I will timestamp where I do these washi, faux washi tapes. So one of the things, oh, I grabbed this, here it is just on vellum. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but one of the things that I learned when I did that video is when you print onto vellum, you can tear it. When you print onto the clear label sheets, you can't tear it. You just can simply cut it. So that's something to keep in mind. If you like the torn look, you may want to keep that in mind. Also, these are all 1-inch strips, but you can cut them into whatever width you would like. You don't have to leave them into like a 1-inch strip, or you can tear them in half or whatever you want to do. So I was thinking, because these colors match beautifully, I was thinking about using this one here, like on here somewhere, whether it be on this vellum right there or here. I don't know. What do you guys think? I was thinking about using a strip of this one. Okay, I'm gonna get my paper trimmer out. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim this into a strip, and then I'm gonna trim this down just a little bit, because there is a slight gap in between where the adhesive is not. So that's all I'm going to trim for right now. You know what I could do? I could use that vellum sheet that I grabbed accidentally. See, that's what it's going to look like if I use the vellum as the washi, as the faux washi. So it looks pretty good, I think. So I'm thinking I might use this and like tear it to give it a rough edge, or maybe tear it and use a bit here and a bit here. I don't know. What do you guys think? First, I am going to start with a straight edge. And then I'm going to eyeball this and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to try to make another straight edge. And I'm going to check it again. It may not go all the way across, but let's see what this looks like. Let me see if I can tear this like in half. Okay. I'm trying, let's see if my camera, there we go. Well, it's not half, but good enough. It's not too bad. Ah! There we go, I must be too close. Okay, so what do you think? I could put it right there. Ooh, before I do that, let's ink, because since this is vellum and not washi tape, we can ink that edge a little bit. I guess you could ink washi tape too, it would just be tougher. Right. What do we think? I think I do like it here. I think I'm going to add it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tape backing. Again, there's a video down below where I made this, or how I made this. And I'm just going to be really careful. And I wish I'd have thought about it. I would have put it on before I sewn up the side there. And I'm just going to go right along this edge. Oh, we got a little bit hanging over. Let me see if I can't get that. Yes, that's so cute. Why is that? So look, it just added just a little something extra right there. I love it. That's adorable. All right, so I'm going to put this sheet and these extra bits. I'm going to put the parts that we've ripped. I think I'll put that in the embellishment. Like the die cuts embellishment box. I think I'll put that in here so it doesn't get lost in the paper scraps. And then we'll put this in with the other bits that we can use. Okay, guys, I think that is all we're going to do today. I really think this is a cute little accent. That'll be good for when we have plainer pages and we're just not quite sure what we want to do. You know, we could just add a little bit of faux washi tape on there. I think it turned out really cute. Let me get these edges really quick. And don't forget, if you want to learn how I did that, I'll link them videos down below. I just think it's cute. This whole thing just turned out super cute. And this little envelope here that we added, it's just adorable. I may have de-stuck. Is that de-stick? I may have de-sticked it a little too much. What is the proper way to say that? Anyway, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And I really like the way this die cut turned out. So I just love that. I love it a lot. Okay, you guys, if you liked this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. There's a link here. You can just hit that and see if you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, be sure to hit that bell. And then here's a link to my Etsy shop if you're interested in the templates or any of the build embellishments or any of the other things that we're using in this album. They're down in the description box below. But you can hit this link and go to my Etsy shop. But please be sure that you're logged into your account before you purchase. And then there might be some other videos here on the screen that you may enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.